Al Capone was one of the most notorious mob bosses in American history. He dominated Chicago crime during Prohibition, and decades later his successors were continuing his organized reign of terror. In United States v. DiDomenico, we'll explore whether statements of some mob members could be used against other members in the same conspiracy. On the streets of Chicago, a branch of the Chicago mob, the Ferriola Street Crew, was engaged in the usual activities of a mob, such as gambling, bookmaking, bribery, and occasionally murder to instill fear. In the 1980s, the mob also forcibly collected street taxes from bookmakers who weren't associated with the mob. These efforts resulted in bookmaker Hal Smith's murder. At this time, the mob was led by Rocco Infelise. Infelise and other mob members were charged with Smith's murder in the United States District Court for the Northern District of Illinois. Evidence of their involvement turned on the testimony of William Jahoda, a member of the mob. Part of his testimony consisted of a conversation he had with Robert Bellavia, another mob member, in which they discussed the need to forget about their involvement in the murder. This testimony was admitted against Bellavia and the other mob members as co-conspirators. Based on the testimony, the defendants were found guilty of most counts against them and received long prison sentences. The defendants filed separate appeals to the Seventh Circuit, which were consolidated.